Hey y'all, let me tell you about Gobble. All Gobble meal kits are pre-prepped. That means less work for you and less waste in your kitchen. Their meal kits include everything you need so you can save time at the store or just skip that trip entirely. I got the box in and I had 3 different meals. I had a Kung Pao chicken, crispy fish tacos, and a beef bourguignon, however you say it. But let me tell you about the classic beef bourguignon. Look, it came with beef pot roast and a beef broth concentrate, red wine demi-glace, cremini mushrooms, cipollone onions, mashed potatoes, baby carrots, and rosemary thyme butter. It was so easy to make. Literally like 15 minutes it took Cindy. And let me tell you something, and all the dishes were fire, but this thing was like a taste explosion in my mouth. It's just unreal. We got to spend more time together and more time doing the things we love because everything came in this one single box right to my door. So see what a difference Gobble will make for your household. Right now, they're offering my listeners a fantastic limited time deal. You get $120 off across 4 boxes plus free shipping and free cookies. And let me tell you, those cookies, I ate one that was sin-baked and it was delicious. Go to gobble.com/real life. That's GOBBLE.com/real life for $120 off your first 4 boxes. This offer is not available on the home site, so don't miss out. This is genius. It's taste explosions in your mouth like you never had. Warning, Real Life, Real Crime, the podcast, should be for listeners that are 18 years of older, as each episode may contain strong adult language and descriptions of acts of violence or of a sexual nature that were told to me by the victims of the crimes or the criminals who perpetrated the crimes against the victim. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this first ever mini episode of Real Life, Real Crime, the podcast. I'm Woody Overton, your host, and this is for our patron members. I want to say thank you, first of all, y'all, for supporting the show. You've been awesome, and I appreciate each and every one of you. On this mini episode, I'm going to do something a little bit different, right? Because the last regular episodes have all been kind of hard to hear and dealing with a lot of serious stuff. But I want to show you a little bit of the lighter side of law enforcement and what can happen. So on the mini episodes, I'll be mixing them up. Some will be hard to hear, regular crime stuff, and some of them are going to be funny cop stories. And today I've chosen a funny cop story, one that sticks in my mind from, at least 17 years ago, 18 years ago. Before I do that, though, just thanks again, patron members. We love you. Thanks for the support. We are killing it. 55 countries across the world now, y'all. And one day I'm going to do the list of them. It's ridiculous. Some of them I've never even heard of. I had to look them up on the map. And over 17,000 downloads as of yesterday morning. And we're above that, of course, today. So really appreciate you and thank you. And our private Facebook page or group page has over 509 members as of this morning when I'm recording this. And that's unreal, right? And we have the best group of moderators and administrators on there. And y'all, they share also on Instagram and Twitter and now YouTube. And we're going to be doing some more things. I'm going to start posting some videos this week and just some different ideas that what I call my dream team, the admin and moderators have come up with to promote the show. So
That'll be coming. Also, we're going to have the real life, real crime hotline where you, the patron members, can call in and ask me anything. It's going to be a voicemail. You can ask me anything or give shout outs or complain or compliment or whatever you want to say. It doesn't matter. And I'm going to work it all into future episodes. It's going to be cool. So you don't have to leave your last name if you don't want to, but I'm going to play it on air. It'll be your voice, and then I'm going to answer it or respond to it or whatever. Another great idea by the dream team of moderators and administrators. So, patron, you have the benefits and the perks, and we appreciate it because it helps us do things like our store, our Real Life, Real Crime store, which is open. And yesterday we posted our first shirts that came in, and we'll have more designs and shirts coming in later this week. And we have coffee mugs and vehicle stickers and magnets and whatever. Just check it out. It's some cool stuff. And it's all made possible because y'all are supporting us. And so that being said, as a patron member, you get your discounts on the merchandise according to the tier level that you join, and so that's another perk, and as is this mini episode. So let me get started. All right. In 2001, I was working in the Uniform Patrol Division for the Livingston Parish Sheriff's Office, and I was working on the east side of the parish. It was a Saturday night. It was in, I think, like November. It was cold, raining, dark night. Now, the east side of the parish, y'all call it that because Livingston Parish, for law enforcement purposes, we split it up between the east and the west. And now the west side of the parish is the most populated side of the parish where the bigger cities are. And the east is more rural and has more small towns, more country, if you will. And so the majority of the deputies were concentrated on the west side of the parish, and on the east side, we'd be lucky if we had two, much less three of us to catch all the calls that came in. But the difference between the east and the west side is if you got a 911 call on the west side that said a disturbance or a 103D with a gun, 9 times out of 10 you showed up and there's no gun, right? On the east side of the parish, if they call you at all, because they generally take care of themselves, handle their own business and disputes. But if you get a 103D with a gun, a disturbance with a firearm on the east side, you better show up ready, Jack, because there's going to be a gun, at least one. So anyway, it was Saturday night, and I was 10-8 on duty and a uniform patrol, and my partner, John Wilkerson, JT is what I call him, my brother from another mother. We actually went to the academy together and both worked for separate departments before we.
Hey, y'all. You want to set your child up for success? Is your child struggling with a specific subject or need help with the subject? Is your child ahead, not getting challenged enough in class? Well, IXL Learning is an online learning program that enriches your homeschool curriculum. It offers practice in math, English, language arts, science, and social studies while adapting to each child, meeting them where they are. Plus, IXL encourages students to become curious and empowers them to choose how to learn. Look, we homeschool our son. No doubt about it. He's more of a visual learner, and we use IXL, and Cindy teaches him, and there are so many different benefits to the program. It adapts to exactly what he needs in different areas. So IXL is the perfect supplement to your homeschool curriculum. IXL offers interactive practice problems, educational games, lessons, and video tutorials for every topic you're teaching at home. It's easy to use, time-saving. Everything on IXL is organized by grade, subject, topic, and subtopic, making it simple to find activities for the exact skills you're covering. IXL offers instant feedback and explanations of new topics as kids use the program. Kids can explore any topic in any grade level. They aren't forced into a single learning path like they are on other programs. If you're homeschooling your child because they were falling behind or because they were too far ahead like our son, IXL is a great program to help them get the exact support they need. Kids love IXL's positive feedback awards and educational games. IXL is trusted by 15 million students worldwide and has proven to improve performance in over 75 scientific research studies. Make an impact on your child's learning. Get IXL now. And Real Life Real Crime listeners can get an exclusive 20% off IXL membership when they sign up today at IXL.com/today. Visit IXL.com/today to get the most effective learning program out there at the best price. And don't forget, Real Life Real Crime listeners get 20% off. Y'all, we really do use this product, and it's been a godsend. Hey ladies, are you feeling overwhelmed by hormonal changes? Well, you're definitely not alone. There are more than 1,000 hormone disruptors living in our environment right now. It's in your food, your water, the air you breathe, the clothes you wear, your skincare products. They all mess with your hormones. Then there's the natural hormone changes your body goes through, premenopause, menopause. And while it's a natural process, it doesn't mean you have to suffer through it. The good news is you don't have to suffer through it anymore, because now you have Hormone Harmony, a formula made only with herbal ingredients that are shown to reduce hormonal symptoms in women of all ages. Hormone Harmony is not just a hormone support and supplement. It's become a phenomenon. Women can't stop talking about it on social media. A bottle of Hormone Harmony is sold every 24 seconds. And the biggest benefit? Well, my wife says it makes her feel like her own self again. And that's what women mention over and over in the reviews. And there are over 30,000 reviews for Hormone Harmony. And for a limited time, you can get 15% off your entire first order at happymammoth.com. Just use code RLRC at checkout. That's happymammoth.com and use code RLRC for 15% off today. That's happymammoth.com and use code RLRC.
Came to the Livingston Parish Sheriff's Office and ended up on the same shift together. But JT was somewhere off down in the south end of the east side of the parish, and I was catching calls more towards the north end. And y'all, it's a huge, expansive area. It's a more rural, like I said, but your calls may be 25 miles apart. But I was I was leaving a call, and I received a call from dispatch, 259-361, and that's 259 is the dispatcher for the sheriff's office, and 361 was my unit number. And I answered. I said, "Go ahead, 259." And they said, "We have a 911 call of a 103D on," and I'm not going to say the name of the road, y'all, and you'll understand. I'm not going to say the name of the people involved in this, and you'll understand when I get done. On such and such road, being route, no weapons that are known of at this time. So I turned my unit around and I headed in that direction. It took me probably 10 or 15 minutes to get there, and it's in a really rural spot. And I have to turn down this long gravel driveway, private driveway, but it's a really nice place, and it was leading back towards one of our rivers. So I follow the driveway around. It's a really nice manicured yard. I can't see the home. I mean, it's a curvy driveway. I mean, it must be like on a 50-acre plot or something, right? No neighbors. And I'm following through, and it opens up into this section of land with where the house is. And there's an attached garage. It's a beautiful 2-story home, Acadian style is what we call it. And it has the posts and the wraparound porch, and just beautiful house, well maintained, nice vehicles. There was a new Mercedes, and a big new truck, fancy truck. There was a Harley parked outside, and a nice cement parking area. And so I get there, and I said, call in, and I said 259-361's on location. And so I get out, and you do that because you go in and that you want your dispatcher to know that you're there, and in case you get there and sugar turns to shit, and if they don't hear from me in a couple of minutes, they'll call and check on me, right? So make sure I'm all right. And we'll get into that in future episodes and times that I wasn't all right, and the dispatchers literally saved my life. But so I let them know I was there, and I go up and knock on the door, and it's a beautiful wood frame door with stained glass inlay on it, and the porch light comes on, and a man opens the door, and he's probably maybe 60 years old, physically fit, white guy, good-looking guy, and he says, "Come in." And I say, "Okay, I'm Deputy Overton," and I walk into this living room. It's huge, high vaulted ceilings. There's animal mounts all the way around the wall, deer heads, and I think a pheasant, and then there was a turkey that was mounted. So that right away tells me I know they have firearms. And I go in, and it's big sectional leather couch, big screen TV, which back then was a big deal in 2001. Just an immaculate, beautiful home on the inside. I'm thinking, well, I wonder what's going on here, right? And so I go in, and there's a female standing in the living room, and she's probably in her late 50s, early 60s, attractive white female. And so I stop and I say, "Okay, again, I'm Deputy Overton, and we had a 911 call of a disturbance here at the residence. Who wants to tell me what's going on?" I said, "Well, who called it in?" The male looks at the female, and the female looks at the male. Nobody says anything. And I said, "Okay." I said, "Again, who called 911? And they're sitting there looking at each other, and there's probably 10 feet separating them. And I said, "Listen, y'all, I'm here because someone called 911, and they didn't say anything." So I got on my shoulder mic, and I said, 361-259. I said, 259, go ahead. I said, "Who called in the 911? And the dispatcher came back and gave the male's name. And I said, "Okay, are you," after I heard it, I said, "Are you this guy's name?" And he said, "Yes, that's me." I said, "Then you need to tell me why you called 911 and what the problem is." And he looked at her and he said, "You tell him." And she said, "No, you tell him." And he said, "No, you tell him." And I'm like thinking, oh shit, here we go. And I said, "No, just you tell me, sir. You call 911. And if I need to separate y'all so you can tell me, then I'll do that." He said, no, you don't need to separate us." And he said, I'll tell you the reason that you're here, Deputy." I said, "Okay, please do." He said, "My wife and I have been married for 33 years, and we have an agreement." I said, "Well, is this your wife?" And he said, "Yes." I said, "Okay." And I said, "What's the agreement?" He said, "We have an agreement that she has to have sex with me 3 times a week." And I'm like, "Okay." And I said, and he said, "And tonight's my night to have sex with her, and she won't give it up." Well, I've been in uniform patrol for a while, and like I always said, it was the greatest show on earth. You never knew what you were going to meet and what the next call was going to bring. But this one was a little bit surprising, right? I'm in this beautiful home, obviously, well-educated people, and they make a good living, etc. And this man is standing here telling me that he has been married for 33.
Hey, y'all, let me tell you about Mochi. Mochi is a telehealth platform that connects patients seeking medication-based weight loss treatment with board-certified doctors and dietitians to help them determine the best treatment options to accomplish that goal. Mochi's program is completely virtual, meaning you can access their services anywhere in the United States, and you will be meeting with their team online. You deserve doctors that listen. Mochi is dedicated to providing holistic, patient-centered care that prioritizes overall well-being with the goal of transforming how weight management is approached. Mochi Health takes a holistic approach to weight loss that includes visit with board-certified doctors, nutrition consultations, and medications delivered to your door. Science-backed medications including GLP-1s like Ozempic and generic compound versions, affordable and accessible regardless of insurance coverage. With Mochi, their dietitians work hand in hand with your medication to create personalized nutrition plans that fit your lifestyle. Reach your weight loss goals with science-backed, FDA-approved GLP-1 medications and support from real doctors and guidance from registered dietitians and help with making easy and sustainable changes to achieve results. Y'all have seen this. My wife has done it. My brother-in-law has done it. One of my best friends is doing it. And it really is an amazing process that works. So get started at joinmochi.com and use code RLRC to receive $40 off. That's join, JOINMOCHI.com, and use code RLRC to receive $40 off and let Mochi help change your life. Spark something uncommon this holiday with just the right gift from Uncommon Goods. The busy holiday season is here, and Uncommon Goods makes it less stressful with incredible hand-picked gifts for everyone on your list, all in one spot. Gifts to spark joy, wonder, delight, and that's exactly what I wanted feeling. Hey, y'all, I ordered a super cool piece. It's a candle with a sculpture of LSU's Tiger Stadium on top of it. And each officially licensed laser cut wooden replica features up to 4 layers of detail, creating a bird's eye view of a specific football field, seating section, and more. And every label includes your stadium's name, the team's logo, and school location. And it has a coconut, soy, vegan wax infused with sandalwood smell that creates tailgates and touchdown scent profile, reminiscent of game day. It's invigorating like fresh cut grass and nostalgic like smoke from a pre-game grill, and calming like the crisp autumn air of a new semester on campus. Y'all, I love it. I have it at the base of my TV, and I'm ready to watch the Tigers play on Saturday night, right? Uncommon Goods. Look, when you shop at Uncommon Goods, you're supporting artists and small independent businesses. And many of their handcrafted products are made in small batches. So shop now before they sell out this holiday season. Uncommon Goods looks for products that are high quality, unique, and often handmade or made in the U.S. They have the most meaningful, out of the ordinary gifts anywhere. They even have gifts you can personalize. From holiday hosts and hostess gift to the coolest finds for kids to hits for everyone from the book lovers to diehard sports fans. Uncommon Goods has something for everyone, not the same old selections you can just find anywhere. And with every purchase you make at Uncommon Goods, they give $1 to a nonprofit partner of your choice. They've donated more than $3 million to date. So to get 15% off your next gift, go to uncommongoods.com/RLRC. That's uncommongoods.com/RLRC for 15% off. Don't miss out on this limited time offer. Uncommon Goods, we're all out of the ordinary.
Years. The first thing that shocked the shit out of me was you're married for 33 years and you have an agreement to have sex 3 times a week. I mean, come on. But he was serious. And I said, okay. And so you called 911. Why? He said, because it's my night and I want her to have sex with me. And I said, all right. I said, and exactly why did you call 911? He said, I want you to make her have sex with me. And I said, okay, sir. I said, let's think about this. And I said, are you serious? And he said, you damn right I'm serious. I want you to make her stand up to her end of the bargain. Tonight's my night, and I want her to have sex with me. So my radio goes off, and it's the dispatcher, 259-361. And you code 4? And I said, yeah, 10-4. I'm code 4. I'm going to be a minute. And letting them know everything was okay. So I looked back at him. I said, look, sir, what do you want me to do? What do you suggest that we do to resolve this situation? I said, you want me to make your wife have sex with you? And he said, that's right, damn it. I want you to make her have sex with me. I said, okay, so let's talk this out. I said, you want to use my handcuffs? I said, do you have like bedposts on your bed? I mean, we can handcuff her to the bedpost, or maybe I should take my baton out. It's actually what's called an asp. It's expandable baton. So maybe I should take my asp out and just beat her over the head and knock her unconscious, and that way you can have sex with her. I said, exactly what do you want me to do? And she says, the wife chimes in and says, I told you, you stupid son of a bitch, how stupid you are to have called 911 to do this. And I said, sir, really? You could get in trouble for calling 911 because your wife won't have sex with you. I said, you should be thankful after 33 years that she wants to have sex with you at all, much less that she agreed to do it 3 times a week. I said, come on, man. I said, y'all have kids? He said, yeah, we have kids. We have 5 kids and are all grown and moved away. And I said, oh, man. I said, look, you're obviously an intelligent person. I said, but you're not thinking clearly. There's no way, in any way, shape, or form, I'm going to do anything to force your wife to have sex with you, to uphold her end of the bargain of that she has to give it up 3 times a week. I mean, I said, you just need to count your lucky stars that you have a wife that after 33 years wants to do anything with you at all. And I said, listen, I'm going to leave. And if I get a call back here, you will be leaving with me. I said, I promise you, I won't. If I get a second call back here and I have to come back, I will not get a third. I said, ma'am, do you feel safe, or do you think he's going to do anything to harm you? And she said, no, he's just a dumbass. And he's just mad and he wants to embarrass me. And she said, and he did a good job of it. I'm embarrassed as hell. And I said, well, you know what? I'm embarrassed for you. Turned to him. I said, sir, I don't normally say things like this, but you should be ashamed of yourself. And hell, I felt like I was talking to one of my kids, right? So, but anyway, I said, if you do anything, I'm coming back. You're going to jail. No questions asked. I said, if I have to come back here tonight, just go ahead and turn around, put your hands behind your back, because you will be leaving with me. And she said, no, it's not going to be like that. He's not going to do anything. He's going to apologize about 5 minutes after you leave, and we'll probably make up and we'll probably have sex. And I thought, well, you do pay taxes, obviously. You have a big, beautiful home and everything, and you pay the sheriff taxes, but this is certainly a misuse of your tax dollars, okay? I could be out there catching real legitimate bad guys, but you called 911 because your wife wouldn't have sex with you, and if you do it again, I'm going to take you to jail. And that's it, y'all. I left. That story always stuck in my mind because you just never know what goes on behind closed doors. I mean, this was people, beautiful people, older people, successful. Their kids have all moved away and everything. And this guy calls 911 to get me out there to force his wife to have sex with him after 33 years of marriage. Jeez Louise. Well, I'm going to conclude this mini episode. I hope it didn't disappoint. I thought I would do something funny. Y'all let me know if you don't want another funny episode in the future, and I'll just stick to the true crime part. Now, I have to do a sphincter scale on this cat because I'm going to give him a 1 on the sphincter scale. He barely shouldn't even be in trouble, but I still think he's an asshole for calling 911 and reporting a domestic disturbance emergency because his wife of 33 years wouldn't hold up her end of the bargain and have sex with him on his night to have sex. But that's it. 1 on the sphincter scale. And I'm just going to conclude this, and I appreciate each and every one of you, and thank you, and I hope you enjoyed this mini episode of Real Life, Real Crime Podcast. I'm Woody Overton. Until next time, thanks. Bye.
Want no sugar in my coffee. It make me mean, Lord. It make me mean. And I want no sugar in my coffee. It make me mean, Lord.
Imagínate escuchar tu canción favorita como si fuera la primera vez. Te presentamos el totalmente nuevo y reimaginado Nissan Kicks con sonido Bose Personal Plus y bocinas en la parte superior de los asientos para crear una experiencia 360. Jamás has escuchado algo así. Reimagina tu música y tu forma de manejar. Descubre el totalmente nuevo y reimaginado Nissan Kicks en nissanusa.com. Función disponible. Bose es una marca registrada de The Bose Corporation.